another question I'm going to ask you. In space, in the pictures that you see of space, right?
Yeah.
Are there stars?
Yeah, bare stars.
Yeah?
Yeah, always.
So how come when you look at the pictures in the moon landing, there are none?
Well, no stars.
None.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And obviously there is like also, they've made a massive pyramid. Like there's massive pyramid and there is like all sorts of different statues and stuff that's connected. And I don't know how real this is, but apparently if you find these like statues to do with it and you connect them all up, like connect the dots, it's supposed to resemble the Freemasonry symbol. Apparently. That's apparently it. They're basically saying is, what if the protester, even though she was talking about climate change, yeah, what if she unintentionally gave us the date for a countdown clock that actually showed us that we are about to end?
Okay.
People then, welcome to another episode of The Conspiracy Cave with me, man like Beater, and the co-host with the most,
Jacob!
Yes, man. So,
hey, let's do this.
Obviously, this is another episode of Conspiracy Cave. We have 3 conspiracies in my little book right here.
Lovely.
You know what I mean? Based on what, obviously, I've looked at and read and stuff like that. And hopefully, you can give me some in the comments, obviously, some hindsight into if I don't know something, can you do? Teach me. Teach us.
Yeah.
Teach us. You know what I mean? We would like to know what you know. And hopefully you enjoy what I've found out. You know what I mean? And what we talk about and our thoughts and opinions on it. Because that's what it mainly is. Thoughts and opinions on what I've found out. And hopefully we can hear yours as well. So with that, how you been, bro?
Hey, everything's been nice. I mean, the world is going tipsy-turvy, but you know, we do what we do to survive out here.
No, I hear that. How
about yourself?
Yeah, everything's been alright. You know what I mean? Just keeping it moving. You know what I mean? Music, all that sort of stuff. Acting, all that sort of stuff. But
nice.
Obviously, just got to keep on the grind.
Come on, man.
Got to keep on the grind.
Here's what we do.
Yeah, man. So again, we've got 3 things in here. We are going to be speaking about today the moon landing.
Oh yeah.
You know, Milton Keynes, and something called the Yuga theory.
Okay.
Like that one's I felt like that one's quite an interesting one to bring up. So I thought, why not? Yeah. So I thought, yeah. Why not? Right. So let's get into this, man. Let's get into this.
That's good.
Let's start this stuff. So the moon landing. Let me ask you a question first.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the moon landing? Do you think it's a hoax?
I mean, people have been saying it's been a conspiracy for a long time. So it's not something that's new. I mean, for me, I look at it like, if they went and hit the moon, one time, or a couple countries went and done it, why is it that we haven't seen other people do it and then, you know, making money out of the situation and making it, you know, an ego thing where, we've landed on the moon, we've taken this part of it, like, here's our flag. Like, I haven't seen nothing since. And like, that kind of makes me believe that it could very well be a hoax. Plus, I'm a green screen video editor. So
okay.
I know how them things work.
That's the real.
Yeah.
But you never know. Like, what if they had like obviously more money, more resources than obviously people like Russia or any other country that decided? Or I think at the only time at that time anyway was Russia. You know what I mean? What if they just had more resources? It could have been that.
Yeah, but I mean, even if you look at it now, they've got like satellites. They've got a space station up there.
Yeah, international space station.
But no one's gone to the moon like that. No one's really said, you know what, we've got all this thing now. We can get to the moon. Let's go and explore it a little bit more and find out what I want.
No, I hear that.
I don't know. What about you? What's your thoughts on it anyway?
So I have questions in it. That's my main thing in it. There's certain points and certain little things that I looked at, and I'm like, what's that about? And so I must really relay a few of them. I've got about 4 in it. But for the people that make it nice and easy and make it nice and manageable, I'm mostly only going to say like 3 of them, right? So hopefully these things we can have a little chat. Maybe you might think differently from me.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So let's get started with it. So the first thing, and obviously there will be pictures. I'm not gonna thingy. There will be visual aids, obviously somewhere on the screen.
You talk about.
So the first thing is Neil Armstrong's footprint.
Okay.
So there was a picture of Neil Armstrong's footprint, and obviously the footprint that's on the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one footprint.
There is a picture of a particular, just the one footprint.
Okay.
Yeah, on the moon. But then when you see like the picture of his suit, and obviously the bottom where the footwear and stuff is, it's the bottom design is very, very different to, and obviously the pictures you can see with pictures, it's very, very different to the actual picture itself. Like, and I'm just like, if that's the case, how's it making that design? Don't get me wrong, right? I don't know if that could be the inner boots of the actual astronaut suit, or like of the suit itself. But it just seems very like, to me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, straight away, when you're saying about one footstep, I would have thought that, you know, you want to convince the world. Let's just get a whole path of footprints to show that he's moved from one area to another area in a non-gravity area. Like, throwing one footstep again, man. I started as a graphic designer, man. That's not hard to basically manipulate.
Okay.
And again, like you were saying, I mean, I haven't seen this picture, but you're going to see it now. I'm going to see it at the same time as you guys. But if the base of a shoe is one style and then the footprint is completely different style, but people don't really know what the base of the footprint of the spacesuit is, people automatically going to think, oh yeah, that's that.
So
but yeah, no one really cross-references them things there. So
this makes me like,
that's a bit of a mad thing. That would add to more of my conspiracy side.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just one thing, right? So another thing is there was a picture of rocks, like a moon rock.
Oh yeah.
Right? There was one particular one which had the letter C on it.
Oh yeah.
Now, the only thing that is strange to me, and the only reason I do find it a bit strange also, is because in an acting sense, because I've done acting before, so I've been on stages. Not saying big stages, but I've been on stages.
Yeah.
Right? So we'll just use Hollywood as the example right now. Yeah. On stage in Hollywood, the C is usually on a prop, and the C stands for center stage. But you're supposed to be on the moon.
Oh, there you go. Adding to my conspiracy even further. I mean, what? We didn't even put in the effort to kind of mark that
again. There will be a visual aid. There will be a picture on the screen somewhere. Yeah,
but to be fair, you know, people very, you know, susceptible to what the media was saying and what the people at the top were saying to them. They didn't know any better.
Yeah,
that was the issue. There wasn't like this internet that we got now, where people can go and look at so many different sources and research different evidential papers and that to see if it's realistic or not.
Yeah.
Back then, you know, you hear that, you think, oh yeah, they put it on TV. Oh, we done it. Yeah, it must be real. It's on TV.
Yeah, that's true. Like, obviously, we know that media can be kind of used as a machine. It's been proven.
Very much.
It's been proven. So,
100%.
Like, that's so again. That's just another thing, right? That's just another.
Yeah, that's adding up a lot.
Yeah. So, another question I'm going to ask you. In space, in the pictures that you see of space, right?
Yeah.
Are there stars?
Yeah, bare stars.
Yeah?
Yeah, always.
So, how comes when you look at the pictures in the moon landing, there are none?
Well, there are no stars.
None.
Oh, that's crazy. Now, that's crazy, because you should notice that straight away.
None.
Because even where we live, here down here, we got proper muggy skies and that, but we still see,
it.
Stars.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and that's just obviously a quick one, right? So seeing this, I might as well get to the last one in it. So again, I'm going to ask you a question.
God.
Is there wind in space?
Well, I would 100% say no. Because, so, I don't actually know the reasoning, but I can see the logic behind it. So, wind is created by the clouds in the atmosphere. And outside of space, you haven't got that atmosphere, it's non-gravity. So, I know that if you're out there, you would have to have a force hit you to move at any point. There wouldn't be there's no wind up there. But I don't know what the reason is. I suppose it's the atmosphere? Is it the atmosphere?
Something along those lines. I will find out for you. I will let you know when I come back in another time. I will come back to this. So there is a picture of an astronaut that's next to the American flag. The American flag is waving.
Well, you sure it's not just stuck like that?
No, bro. Visual aid. Pictures. You know, pictures.
That's a joke.
It's waving.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, all I'm saying is this, people, just hearing that, please, just let me know in the comments, Tell me what you think, because now, I didn't actually believe it was fake. I just thought, it's conspiracy. But from the evidence, people, you need to tell me that. You need to tell me, people.
Oh, like, quick fire little knowledge thing. Apparently it was directed by Stanley Kubrick. Yeah, the big director from The Shining.
My God.
Like, yeah, that's just like a quick fire one there for you. You know what I mean? So like, they're sort of the points. And even at some point, Buzz Aldrin was quoted in a TV interview saying they were staged. And he was actually part of the moon landing. Yeah, this is what it was saying. Apparently there's another thing where him and Neil Armstrong swapped suits. So a lot of people, there's a picture about being like the first person of something like that. I was watching it like a mistake sort of show, and someone was like, "Yeah, but you made that mistake." It was like, "No," and they had Buzz Aldrin on, and he said, "No, what we've done is we swapped suits." So apparently as well, there was a prank that was done.
Oh yeah,
an apparent prank, apparently by Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. Something to do with the person that was sort of the first to step on the moon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and everyone thought it was like, obviously saying it was Neil Armstrong, it was Neil Armstrong, right? But when you zoom in, you'll see that it's Buzz Aldrin. He's like,
that's
fame and stuff, and they're all like, but he said it's Neil Armstrong. And he said,
Oh, that's bait.
It's a prank. Whether it's real or not, I don't know. You know what I mean? But,
question, Why would they do it? I mean, what did they want to achieve by convincing people to land on the moon?
So, the main premise of this sort of conspiracy is that America wanted to win the space race. And that space race ran from August 2nd, 1955 until July 17th, 1975.
Okay.
If I'm correctly. Let me just check so I know. You've got to make sure. So
basically,
yes. So I was right. So July 17th, 1975, and they were in a space race with Russia. Russia were also trying to be the first on the moon. Yeah. So they basically said that they filmed all of that to say that we were the first. We were the first.
What did Russia film theirs?
Well, I don't know. Apparently, Russia hasn't made it to the moon.
Oh.
I haven't seen nothing saying Russia's made it to the moon. So.
Yeah, I mean.
Thoughts, my guy. Thoughts.
It sounds like now that it wasn't real. I mean, again, I just think to myself, first of all, motives. Why would people do this? Obviously, if it's a space race, they want to have faith in it that man made it first and that. But generally, there isn't really a big outcome because of the fact that even if they land on the moon, there was nothing that happened afterwards, no utility. There was no benefit for the people that landed on the moon, or benefit for even the powerful people that landed on the moon. It was just landed on the moon. Boom,
No, I hear what you said. I do hear what you said. But yeah, it's
crazy.
But it's interesting.
I bet people know that one as well.
Yeah, it is one that's been batted around for quite a long time. You know what I mean? But on that note, we're going to segue and move on to the next. Because the next is I feel is a little bit more interesting than the first. And so we're going on to something to do with Milton Keynes.
MK crew.
Yeah, man. Big up Milton Keynes, though. Big up Milton Keynes.
God, let me hear.
You know what I mean? So the theory goes, that Milton Keynes was actually made by and for secret societies so they can perform rituals and leave crumbs for conspiracy theorists.
You know what? I've heard this before. So, not a lot, but I have heard it before. But go on, let's hear a little bit more.
So there is, obviously, you have like summer solstice and obviously winter equinox and things like that. You know what I mean? So apparently there is a solstice line that runs straight through the middle of Milton Keynes, right? And the road that's on that. Not only that, apparently the roads are all straight. There's no turn, like bendy roads.
Oh, is it?
There's none. It's like an American.
You know what?
It's like an American road grid.
Right now, I'm gonna chuck up a map.
Yeah.
From Google.
Do that. Yeah, like it's like literally like an American. It's like an American roads.
That's crazy.
An American grid, right? So, as we say, let's go back into the book quickly. You know what I mean? So, like, and that name of that road is Midsummer Boulevard. Remember, in America they have boulevards and stuff. We don't really have boulevards. We have avenues and stuff.
Midsummer, wasn't that Midsummer Murders?
Yeah, that's like it. So it's like Midsummer was like I think it was a fictional area in the countryside.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But so with that, and they've also got two roads to the left and right, directly parallel to this Midsummer Road.
Okay.
And one is called to the left and right. One is called Charles Way. Yeah, the other one's called Portway Road. Now, apparently, there is a sort of saying and meaning to these particular road names. Yeah, that is, and I'm not going to say it all, you know what I mean? Actually, do you know what? I'll somehow put it up on the screen somewhere. I'd rather not say it. Like, I'm going to be careful. You know what I mean? I'm going to be careful. You know what I mean?
I hear that.
It's so like with that. Also, it says that the sun shines down the solstice line. It will also shine on the son of Ra, on Eye of Ra, right? Now, if you go to a bird's eye view.
What's the Eye of Ra first?
So the Eye of Ra is like the Ra, the sun god.
Okay.
If you know who Ra, the sun god is, you like, and like, you know, like I swear they call it the Eye of Horus as well.
Oh yeah.
So if you go to a bird's eye view, Milton Keynes shopping centre, it's actually designed on top of it like the Eye of Ra.
Oh wow.
Apparently. Which is
there pictures of this stuff?
Yes, there will be. Yes. Not only that, you know what I mean, which is it's crazy as well. That's mad because like the way I see it is, I know that that particular Eye of Ra and stuff, I know it's used in secret societies and things like that. But to have something and have it designed on the top like that, where I feel like unless you are particularly having to go above to see that. People other than that, I can guarantee you there's people in Milton Keynes been there for years don't know that's there.
Yeah, I hear that.
You know what I mean? Like they don't know what certain things mean and what certain things are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's mad like that. It's mad. You see what I'm saying? Also, not going to mention his name, obviously, but we do have a prince that was born on the solstice. That was like born around the time of the lunar eclipse.
What, in the UK? Or
yes, in the UK. In the UK.
How come you can't mention this?
I'm just doing it for, like, how can I put this? Doing this out of respect, innit? Because obviously he's had family members. His family
cool.
So I'm just doing it out of respect.
Cool. Yeah, I hear that.
But if you actually go and do the research, you can find out for yourself.
Yeah, I hear that. There you go, people. There you go. Just curious.
Straight up. So, and this particular person, like, went to a place called Campbell Park and went there for 3 days to do something called Revelation 12, which is apparently a ritual, which is on a massive black circle in the park. And this is supposed to resemble something like a rose. They call this black circle the Black Rose. He was there for 3 days to partake in a ritual there.
Okay.
This was back in 2017, like September 2017. And he was, not that I will find pictures for it, but apparently there is pictures of that particular person actually being seen in the area going to certain places. And you're thinking, okay, that's a bit mad, isn't it? That's a bit crazy. That's a bit crazy. You see what I'm saying? And obviously there is like also they've made a massive pyramid. Like there's massive pyramid and there is like all sorts of different statues and stuff that's connected. And I don't know how real this is, but apparently if you find these like statues to do with it and you connect them all up, like connect the dots, it's supposed to resemble the Freemasonry symbol. Apparently. That's apparently, allegedly.
Okay.
Don't know how real exactly that is.
That's crazy. That's pretty crazy.
So yeah, what's your thoughts on that, my guy?
With me and all that kind of stuff there, obviously I know it all exists as well. That's the worst thing about it. I just don't really get into it, but I can definitely see that all being true, bro.
And as you said, there will be a picture of Milton Keynes, you know what I mean? So you can see the actual way the roads are and stuff. You will notice, like, because I have seen a picture of it. Like, not only have I seen a picture of it, I've done filming in Milton Keynes. I've done a lot of filming in Milton Keynes. And we have to go to the road maps and that. And when you look at it, you're like, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
like,
they, you know, in these kind of areas, you do find rituals being carried out.
There's a lot of wooded area. There is next to it is Bletchley Park. It's Bletchley, and that's known to be associated with witches.
Oh mate,
you know what I mean? So.
Oh mate.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, crazy. So what, can people be cursed in that area?
That's something I don't know. I hope not. For the sake of anyone that's living there or that goes there. Like, you know what I mean? I hope not. Also, again, if you're liking what you're seeing, please give that a like, you know what I mean? Please put your thoughts and opinions in the comments. You know what I mean? If you know something we don't, we need to learn too. We need to learn too. You know what I mean? And obviously, make sure you subscribe and press that notification bell, man, so you can know when the next video is coming. Yeah?
Yeah, boy. Big up Milton Keynes, by the way.
Yeah, big up Milton Keynes all day long.
Just don't come to my house, please.
Right. We come up to like the third and final conspiracy of today.
Okay.
This is the Kali Yuga theory. Right? Sorry about that. Nearly butchered the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna kick this off. As I said, I find this one actually quite interesting.
I'll be honest. Go for it.
Right? And again, going from the book a little bit more, you know what I mean, just so you know, but I will be looking at both people just so you know. Right? So on June 3rd, during the French Open semi-final, a female protester, invaded the court.
Open, which is what? Golf?
So French Open semi-final is tennis.
Oh, tennis, yeah.
Right?
Sorry, I'm not good at sport.
Yeah, so it's a tennis semi-final.
Yeah.
So one step before like Grand Slam final, because the French Open is classed as a Grand Slam.
Okay.
She invaded the court and tied herself to the net. Now, when she done that, she was wearing a white t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that white t-shirt says we have 1,028 days left on the t-shirt.
When was this?
This was June 3rd.
Of what year?
This year.
Okay.
Right.
And it says we have 1,028 days.
1,028 days left.
Okay, so
right.
About 4 years.
So if you count 1,028 days from June the 3rd, 2022, you come to the date of 27th of March, 2025.
Ooh,
right?
25, man. That's not the year. That's not the year. Okay, go on.
Nah.
Let me hear it.
Here's where it starts getting a bit interesting for me, right?
Go on.
Like when I started like looking into stuff, and I was like, oh. I started enjoying what I was trying to research, right?
Okay.
Right? So we'll go like this in it. Every religion, in every culture, normally has an apocalyptic event.
Yeah.
So you've got like the Vikings, Ragnarok.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I swear in the Bible when we had the apocalypse of John. Yeah, we had the apocalypse of John as well. Right? So here's the thing, yeah? When it comes to that, it's one of them ones in ancient India, the Kali Yuga is it's considered like the age of darkness.
Okay.
Yeah, and it just so happens that we are in that age. It coincides very, you know what I mean? It coincides really.
The world around us, mate.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts how close it is that it coincides, right? You know what I mean? And we obviously, as I just said, we reside in that age right now. Yeah, and it's what it says here. I'm going to read from it. It's a period of time where moral virtue and mental capabilities are at an all-time low.
Wow.
Right? It states that we humans descended from a state of spiritual perfection and material abundance to one of ignorance and scarcity.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
With men and women losing touch and distancing themselves from spirituality and from the divine, with diseases, natural calamities, anguish, anger, and fear of scarcity dominating our existence on this planet, right? That's what it's saying. And so, like, this whole, like, sort of age, like, that they're talking about started in 676 BC, right?
Yeah.
And it's set to end in 2025.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some long things.
So, and again, according to Hindu religion, the age of the Kali Yuga, is comprised of materialistic people who are concerned with the imperial aspects of reality, and their relation with the spiritual realm is entirely governed by superstition and skepticism.
Okay.
Greed and wrath will motivate world leaders to feud with each other. Also, people will ignore the science of reason completely and be blinded by their emotions, and leaders will deceive and guide the population to falsehoods and pure and complete darkness.
Where's that from?
This is what they say in the Kali Yuga. This is what the Kali Yuga is.
The Kali Yuga was written when?
It was written basically 676 BC.
That's what they're saying.
They're basically saying.
But language weren't invented back then.
Well, as I said, this is something I find interesting, right?
Yeah.
So what they're basically saying is, what if the protester, even though she was talking about climate change, what if she unintentionally gave us the date for a countdown clock that actually showed us that we are about to end?
Okay.
So I get what you're saying regarding the language thing, because one of the first things I thought is, but then there's still hieroglyphs and there's still stuff like that. It could have been written in a way that we don't understand because we haven't seen it.
But at the same time as well, if language didn't exist, nor did numbers. And
like I kind of found something out and learned something about numbers today, which blew my mind.
Hey!
So no, I get you on that. Like, I get you on that, bro. I get you on that fully.
I mean, it's a very interesting one. I mean, from my research, personal research, I know 225 is going to be a madness of a year for the human race.
Is there any reasoning for that? Is there anything that you can share?
I mean, if you listen to people like Elon Musk and Jordan Peterson, who basically talk about the future of AI, space, and about the deterioration of human society, there's going to be a point basically, which 225 was one of the more so points of happening, where we're going to see, a lot of people who are not going to be working, and there's going to be a lot of AI taking over. People are going to be suffering. There's going to be a shortage of food. People are going to have to.
That's something I've heard. I heard there is a conspiracy kind of going around that I've heard that there will be a food shortage at the end of this year, at the beginning of next year.
I mean,
I don't know how real it is. I haven't looked into it enough.
One thing that scares me a lot about that is man like Bill Gates, isn't it?
Yeah. Who bought up all the farms?
Owns the majority of farmland in the United States.
Yeah.
Which means, obviously, these things don't happen, people. Like, this is a conspiracy show, so let's just go down this real quick.
Quick little rabbit hole.
Have motives, and the motive won't be so that we can see it. They'll have something else in the front line so that we believe that it's been done for the good. But realistically, he wants to make money. He's making money out of all these vaccines, So how do you make more money out of the pharmaceutical companies, keep people even more sick, by making sure that food that is grown naturally is now poisonous.
Or genetically modified.
Or genetically modified. And that goes alongside with the AI side of things, the future side of trying to get nanotechnology into people and get people,
Well, they're still trying to bang on for the chip, right? From what I know, from what I've seen, I have seen certain internet, not internet adverts and stuff. I haven't seen it all over the telly and shit, but I have seen on certain things, and I'm watching videos and when I'm looking at stuff, I do see little sort of promotional little things talking about RFID chips, and I'm like, you're still going with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, this technology is definitely a double-sided blade. I mean, it's very beneficial, but it's leading us into our own death, mate. 100%. People, mental illness is just skyrocketed because of the social media, man. And
I do hear that.
He's all tech, man.
I do hear that. You know what I mean?
When people start living in the VR version, that's it. Game over, pal.
Well, think about it like this, right? I'll say it like this, bro. The metaverse. There are people that actually sit there. They get paid. Some of the people that have jobs in the metaverse. Yeah. Some people sit there 12 hours a day, all the time. It will affect your own reality. I do believe. Yeah. I do believe that. 100%. You know what I mean? I do believe it's going to affect the way you look at reality. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it will be the metaverse will become your reality. You'd rather sit there all day, just
100%.
Do what you need to do there.
And the thing is, they've already said that they're looking to get to a point where people are happy by not working and just staying at home.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I heard that's part of some sort of end game for 2030.
Yeah. So if you're constructing Facebook, which is just social media, into a whole metaverse thing where it becomes a virtual reality, it could go to the way where people will get, like you're saying, get paid from just being in the metaverse, so they don't need to leave their house.
Yeah.
So they will be part of the thing, and then that'll be it. What's that film called?
Which one?
That old school one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he went to the planet Mars. And
is it Total Recall? Total Recall? That's a madness.
People would just be mad, bro.
Yeah, it would be.
And what was that other film that had ages ago where, was that Total Recall as well, where when the people made love and that, they didn't touch each other, they just put the headset on?
Oh, I don't know, I can't remember. I think I've seen that in that sort of premise in more than one film.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that premise has been in more than one film.
That was back then as well.
Yeah, it was like an 80s sort of film, 80s, 90s sort of era, which is crazy. But there is a film that I do recommend people watch. I do recommend people watch when it comes to things like that, and obviously the world and conforming and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Some people might have seen it, some people might not have. But I recommend a film called They Live.
They Live.
It's a brilliant film. I'm not going to go into it too much. If you really want to watch it, go ahead. It's a good watch for me, innit? And it might, some of the questions you might have in your head might give you an answer that leads on to another question. So
there you go.
Mostly conspiracies lead you to ask your own questions.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Always good to have a look at, mate. Always good.
But other than that, we have come to the end of this episode. You know what I mean? I hope you enjoy it. Again, if you have, like, comment, subscribe, share, you know what I mean, tell your friends, you know what I mean, one of them ones. Please, again, if you know something that we don't know, teach us, man. We're here to learn.
Boy.
We're here to learn, you know what I mean? We hope you enjoyed it again. I've been Man Like B-Dot.
Jago all the time, you get me? And don't forget, people, let's live in a healthy reality, and just keep doing our due diligence in our lives.
Straight up, man.
Love your people.
Let's keep the positivity.
Yeah, boy.
Straight up and down, you know. And other than that, then, people.
Jeez.
Till next time. Later.
Out.